Adam from Michigan, who happens to share a birthday this Royal Rumble Sunday with WWE Hall of Famer Bob Uecker, Mr. Baseball. Have you heard the story of Jesse Ventura trying to unionize wrestling back in 1986 and Hulk Hogan blowing the whistle on him to Vince? Ventura mentioned it in an interview in 2008, but did not go too far in depth. Just wondered if you had any knowledge of this. Yeah, I mean, I've heard the same story that you have. I don't know that there are, too many specific details. I mean, the basic gist of it is that Ventura got a bunch of wrestlers together. This was right before WrestleMania 2. And he said, this is it. This is the time for us to get together and to organize and to go to Vince and tell him that we're going to unionize. And Hogan got wind of it. And actually, I think it was Hogan and Bundy, if I remember correctly. And they were the two that were in the WrestleMania 2 main event. So I think Hogan and Bundy got wind of it and together went to Vince, blew the whistle, and obviously Vince was pissed. He couldn't have been too pissed because you would think he would fire the guy, but he didn't. Jesse stuck around and everything seemed to be cool. Even Vince and Jesse would do commentary for many years on Saturday Night's Main Event and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't have fired Ventura because that would have been really bad. I'm sure Vince didn't want any of this to get out, not in the media or anything like that. So a guy like Jesse, if you fire him, he ain't going to keep his mouth shut. So he probably would have been more of a nuisance than anything else. So I guess when you think about it like that, it's not really surprising he didn't get fired. But Vince was not happy. And Jesse had no idea that Hogan had ratted him out. It wasn't until many years later there was a lawsuit between Jesse and Vince McMahon, and I guess this all came up, and Vince was deposed. And in the deposition, he admitted that it was Hogan who tipped him off. So once Ventura found out about that, that was where the falling out happened between him and Hulk, because Jesse and Hulk had been pretty good friends up until that point. But it was several years later when Jesse found out that SOB was the one who ratted me out, and that's when their friendship went sour.